Good afternoon. Welcome to the book review of the book Echo Mountain by Lauren Wolk. This book is a fantastic, wonderful, beautiful story of a young girl and her family who end up moving out of their town during the Depression after the Great Crash and end up living on Echo Mountain. Her father is a tailor or was a tailor. Her mom was a music teacher, and so her family was not accustomed to living in the wild or having to fend for themselves. But during the Depression, everybody had to do what they could to survive. There were also other people on the mountain who had lived on the mountain as regular inhabitants, kind of all their lives. And so they were the new kind of townspeople who hadn't come to the mountain. But as the story begins, the main character is a 12-year-old girl, and she refers back to, well, that was before the accident, her father had an accident, and when they were cutting down a tree to clear land, he got hit in the head by a tree and is now in a coma in the book. So she feels responsible for the accident. I can't tell you all the details of the accident, of course, because you'll have to read the book. Her mother, of course, is very scared. Her father's still in a coma. Her sister and brother blame her for the accident. But along in the book, she saves a puppy. I can't tell you how, but you'll have to read the book. And that's kind of how the book starts, is with the young girl saying, this is the first time I saved something or someone. And so the book is kind of her journey on her discovering her gifts and her abilities and finding out that she really does enjoy living in the mountains, and but it's kind of contrasted by her mom and her sister not feeling as comfortable in the mountains, and this kind of friction that builds between them. And along the way, she meets other characters who live in the mountains, including who might be a hag or a witchy type character, but is she really? And I can't tell you because you'll have to read the book. And I just want to say that I feel like the book is a little long. It's over 300 pages, I think, for a purely children's book. I mean, it can be read by children. It's beautiful, strong characters, empathetic characters, lots of little surprises along the way that intermingling with the certain characters and their story arcs that I did not expect, which made me, gasp audibly when I found out what was happening. I was like, and I never saw it coming. I was so engrossed in the book. I kept wanting to go back to it, but I never saw those little surprises coming, and that's what made the book so endearing to me. It's like the way it all kind of connected and wound together. And I just knew some horrible disaster was going to happen at the end, and I was just going to be like sobbing my eyes out. But I can't tell you, but it was good, and I did like cry a little. No surprise, but more of a middle grade book, but definitely enjoyable as a young adult read for adults also. It was fantastically done, well written, great characters, and a beautiful story arc. Just really, really well done. And you gotta love strong characters who grow. And one of the characters that you meet in the story always has something wise to say about growing and being who you are and understanding where you are right now, and that might not have been who you were in the past or who you're going to be in the future, that's okay for right now. Great book, Echo Mountain by Lauren Wolk. You should read it because it was amazing.